What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Unlee. Yo, you in CDL school, you having a problem getting that license because you don't know that pre-trip? Well, your boy got you covered. Check out the video. Let's get it.
And the winner is Hove, my man. Speech. First of all, I want to thank my connect, the most important. And the winner is Hove, my man. Speech. First of all, I want to thank my connect, the most important.
This is your pre-trip.
You don't do the approach?
We're gonna do it. I'm telling you. This is your pre-trip for CDL of Georgia. Winder. First thing we're gonna do. My wheels are sharp. Keys in my pocket. We do our approach. I have no puddles. I see no puddles, which means to indicate I have oil, cooling, transmission, power steering fluid. The truck is not leaning from left to right, which indicate a suspension problem. Okay? Our clearance lights. Properly mounted and secure. They amber in color. They serve one function. My windshield. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. It's clean. No illegal stickers. My weather strip is not worn, torn, or rotten. My windshield wiper, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. Has a proper amount of tension against my windshield. My blades are not worn, torn, or rotten. My driver's side hood latch is properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked, bent, or damaged. It latches and unlatches. My convict mirror, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My mirror is not cracked or damaged, it's clean. The window stripping is not worn, torn, or rotten. Indicator light, amber in color. It's not cracked or damaged, it's clean, and it could serve three functions. My running light, my four-way flasher, my signal light. My headlights, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. It's clean and it's clear in color, and it can serve two functions, my low beams and my high beams. My grille, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. I have no obstruction, which can cause overheating in my engine. My bumper, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My plate is present, it's clean, and it's up to date. My passenger side headlight, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. It's clean, it's clear in color, and it could serve two functions, low beams, high beams. Passenger side indicator light, amber in color, not cracked or damaged, it's clean, and it could serve three functions. My running lights, my service lights, my running lights, my four-way flashes, and my signal light. My passenger side convict mirror, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. My mirror, my convict mirror is clean, it's not cracked. My weather stripping is not worn, torn, or rotten. Passenger side windshield, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. It has no illegal stickers, it's clean. The weather stripping around it is not worn, torn, or rotten. My windshield wiper, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. It has a significant amount of tension against the windshield. My blade is not worn, torn, or rotten. My passenger side hood latch is properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. It latches and unlatches. I'm now going to do my engine compartment. I'm going to check on both sides to make sure nobody's on either side. And I'm going to yell, clear. My hood is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My latch is properly mounted and secure, they're not cracked. We're going to go to the left side, and we're going to do the unique parts on the left side that's not on the right side. Okay? At the DDS, your windshield wiper fluid is going to be right here. So remember that. So we're going to start right here. My AC compressor, my belt-driven AC compressor, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's not leaking. The hose from my belt-driven compressor has no abrasions. bulges, or cuts, and I'm not leaking any Freon. My belt is not worn, torn, or rotten, and it should have no more than 3/4 inches of play. No more than 3/4 inches of play when you pull by hand. My belt-driven alternator is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. The wires on my alternator has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, no illegal splices, no illegal splice wires, no wires exposed. It's also belt. It's not worn, torn, or frayed, and it should be no more than 3/4 inches of play. My gear-driven water pump. See it? Water pump. It's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's not leaking. My hoses from my gear-driven water pump has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and it's not leaking. My oil dipstick, I will pull that out and check to make sure it's filled to the manufacturer specifications. If it's not, I'll remove my oil filler and fill it with oil and place it back and secure it. My exhaust and turbo, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. No sign of soot, which would indicate an exhaust leak. My coolant reservoir is properly mounted and secure. It's not leaking. It's filled to the manufacturer specifications. I can check through the sight glass, or I can remove the cap and fill it, but I will never remove the cap if my engine is hot. Before I go to my driver's side compartment, I'm going to come to the back and do the next thing that's unique that's not on the right side. My exhaust is properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. I have no sign of illegal soot, which would indicate an exhaust leak. Okay? So over to the driver's side. On your driver's side, I'm going to start from the front and work my way. Start from the back and work my way to the front. My general hoses, properly mounted and secure at both ends. They have no abrasions, no bulges, no cuts, and I feel or hear no air. Okay? My frame has no illegal drills or illegal welds. My gear-driven compressor, air compressor, is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. And I don't hear or feel no air. My governor, this is my governor. It's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's not, I hear or feel no air. And my governor cuts in at 100 PSIs and cut out at 120 to 125 PSIs. My hoses from my governor, from my gear-driven compressor, has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and I hear and feel no air. My gear-driven power steering pump is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's not leaking. My hoses from my gear-driven power steering pump are properly mounted at both ends. I have no abrasions, no bulges, no cuts, no leaks. My power steering reservoir, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged, not leaking, filled to the manufacturer specifications. If not, I'll remove the cap and refill it. My coolant, my motor engine, my engine motor, my engine fan, sorry, is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. None of my blades are missing. My radiator is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's not leaking. My drainage valve, my coolant, is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged, and it's also not leaking. My steering link, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. I should have no more than 2 degrees or 2 inches of play. My U-joints are properly lubed and they have no debris in them. My gearbox and hoses is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's not leaking. My hoses from my gearbox have no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and it's also not leaking. My pitman arm, my drag link, my upper control arm is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged, and all of my castle nuts and Carter keys are present. Castle nuts and Carter keys are present. My tie rod, and my lower control arm, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. And it's also have my castle nut and Carter key present. Okay?
Oh, man.
My shock absorbers.
Hold up. I accidentally hit your power button.
Okay, so hit that back. My shock absorbers, properly mounted and secure. My bushings are present at both ends, and it's not leaking. My spring mounts, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. All my bolts are present. No rust trail, which would indicate my bolt is loose. My spring hanger, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. All my bolts are present. No rust trail, which would indicate my bolt is loose. My rear spring mounts, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. All my bolts are present. No rust trail, which would indicate the bolt is loose. My rear spring hanger, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. All of my bolts are present. No rust trail, which would indicate my bolt is loose. My spring leaf, it's not shift, it's not cracked, none are missing. It's properly mounted and secure. My U-bolts are properly mounted and secure to my front axle, and all my bolts are present. My brake chamber is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My caps are present. My clamps are present. It's not leaking. My air line to my brake chamber is properly mounted and secure at both ends. It has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and I feel and hear no leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My slack adjuster and push rod is connected with my cleverage pin and my Carter key. And with my wheels charked and my brakes released, I should be able to pull no more than 1 inch of play on my slack adjuster. My brake drum, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. No illegal welds, no dirt, oil, or grease. My brake pad, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. My brake pad should be no less than 1/4 inch, and it has no dirt, oil, or grease. My inner rim, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. No illegal welds. My tire has no abrasions, no bulges, no cuts on the sidewall or the tread. My tread is not unevenly worn, and my steering tire should be no less than 4/32 of an inch, and my steering tire should never be recapped. My outer rim and tire are properly beaded together. My outer rim has no cut, no bends, no breaks, and no illegal welds. My valve stem is metal, the cap is metal, and I will check the manufacturer PSIs with my air gauge. My lug nuts are all present. No rust trails or shiny metal, which will indicate my lug nuts can be loose. My hub seal, which is inside of here, is properly mounted and secure. It's not leaking. It's filled to the manufacturer specifications. I can check the sight glass, or I can pull the rubber bushes out and stick my finger in and make sure that there's oil in the hub seal. Okay, I'm gonna go down the side of the vehicle. My mirror, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's clean, no illegal stickers. The weather stripping on it is not worn, torn, or rotten. My door, it opens, it closes, it hinges, properly mounted and secure. The stripping inside of it is not worn, torn, or rotten. My window goes up, rolls down, and it's clean. My 3 points of contact, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged, and it has no dirt, oil, or grease. My steps, lower and upper steps, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged, has no dirt, oil, or grease. My fuel tank, it's properly mounted and secure, it's not leaking. Both of the metal straps are present and the rubber bushes are under it. My cap, safety chain is present. The rubber gasket is not worn, torn, or rotten. And I have a significant amount of fuel for my trip. Okay, we rolling. Put your hand on it to say it. Indicator light, amber in color, clean. It serves 3 functions: running lights, 4-way flashing, signal lights. A rear step and catwalk, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. no dirt, oil, or grease. My batteries are properly mounted and secure. I have no insufficient amount of corrosion on it, properly mounted and secure. My rear frame has no legal holes or legal drills, legal wells. Okay, the rear of my tractor has no legal holes, no legal wells, no missing rivets. My drive shaft is not twisted, it's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My U-joints to my drive shaft is properly lubed and no obstruction on my U-joints. My primary and secondary tanks, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged, and they are not leaking. I hear and feel no air. Okay. You're not gonna do this one, you're gonna do the rear if you have to do the whole truck. When you get in here, you say these right here is your air ballets. My air ballets are rubber. They have no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. All the mounts are present, all the bolts are present, and it's not leaking. I hear, I feel no air. Okay, right here, you got your spring mounts, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. No rust trail, which indicate the mounts could be loose. Spring hanger, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. All the bolts are present, no rust trail, which indicate the bolt could be loose. You got your leaf spring. Leaf spring, not shifted, properly mounted and secure. Okay, hold up. It's recording. Your leaf spring, it's not shifted, it's properly mounted and secure, it's not cracked, bent, or damaged. Your U-bolts is properly mounted and secure, and they're secured to my rear axle. All my bolts are present, no shiny metal or rust trail, which would indicate my bolts could be loose. Okay. You got your brake chamber. It's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. It's not leaking. The holes to my brake chamber has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, no leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod is properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked, bent, or damaged. My slack adjuster and push rod is secured by my clevis pin and my Carter key. Then you get in here and you tell them your brake drum. My brake drum is right there. It's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My brake pads, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My inner rim has no abrasions, but my inner rim is properly mounted and secure, it's not cracked, bent, or damaged. No illegal wells. Okay? My inner tire has no abrasions, no bulges, no cuts on the sidewall or the tread. My tread is not unevenly worn, and my drive tire should be no less than 2/32 of an inch. My spacer, my bud between my two tires have no space between them and no debris in between them. My outer tire has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, not unevenly worn, and should be no less than 2/32 of an inch. My outer tire and rim is properly beaded together. My outer rim is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. No illegal wells. My lug nuts all present, tight, no rust trails, which will indicate my lug nuts can be loose. The rear tires of your tractor is called axle seals. Axle seals are properly mounted and secure. They're not leaking, and only a mechanic can check this manufacturing specification, because you need a mechanic to take that off. Okay? My mud flaps, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. My mud flaps should be no less than 8 inches from the ground. Get under here. My torque arm, that's that bar right there. My torque arm is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. My rear lights are red in color. They clean, and they serve 4 functions. My brake lights, my service lights, my 4-way flashes, my signal lights. Okay, let's get them under here. My clearance between my landing gear and my mud flaps is the proper turning ratio. so I can turn and they won't hit each other. My landing gear, properly mounted and secure, not crack the damage. No obstruction in my landing gear. My crate handles in the full lock position. Okay? That takes care of the whole truck. Now we're going to do the coupling. My coupling, you start your coupling from right here, because this is all part of the coupling. My coupling, my airlines from my tractor is properly mounted and secure. I have no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and I hear or feel no air. My power line from my tractor is properly safety latch, is locked. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. No illegal splice, no wire exposed. My glad hands, properly mounted and secure. You don't have to take these off, guys, when you're there. Don't just touch them. Don't take them off. My glad hands, properly mounted and secure. You don't. Not crack the damage. My grevance is present and is not worn, torn, or rotten. Okay? Got that? No leaks. My power, my pigtail, power. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. No wire exposed. No wire splice, and it's properly locked. The latch is locked. Okay, get under. Go on to the coupling. Let's go down. Right here is my platform. My platform is properly mounted to my tractor. I have a significant amount of bolts on both sides. I have no rush trails on my bolts, which indicate a loose bolt. My fifth wheel is properly mounted and secure to my platform. Not cracked, bent, or damaged. My skid plate, which is on top of the fifth wheel, is properly lubed. This is my apron. It's properly mounted and secure, it's not cracked, bent, or damaged. My apron is properly mounted to my fifth wheel, and I have no daylight. You can see no daylight. So, excuse me. Swing under, and follow me under here. Follow me. Let me know when your camera is right here. I'll put it right here for you. Okay. My kingpin, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. My kingpin, my lock jaw is fully locked. You see that thing going across? My lock jaw is fully locked around my kingpin. Lock jaw fully locked around the shank of my kingpin. Okay, take that. I'm coming back out. We're gonna go back over to the fifth wheel. Yeah. A release lever in the full lock position, and the safety latch is present. My sliding fifth wheel is in the full lock position, and all of my pins are present. Okay, let's back up. It's time. That takes care of your whole tractor, and it takes care of your coupling. Now we're gonna do the trailer. Come forward. Come behind me. Bulkhead. Your bulkhead. No illegal wells. No missing reverence. No bulging, which will indicate a load shift. The side of my trailer. Properly mounted. Yeah. Side of your trailer. No illegal wells. No missing reverence. Not bulging, which will indicate a load shift. Okay? All of my DOT reflectors are present. Get over here and go under. My cross members, properly mounted and secure. No illegal wells. I have no holes on my trailer. Okay? Let's walk down. Keep walking.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Indicator light. Amber in color, properly mounted and secure. It can serve three functions: a running light, my four-way flashes, my service lights. Go back under. Get the rear of your cross members, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. No holes in my trailer. No holes on the floor of my trailer. My airline is properly mounted and secure. It has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. And my airline should be no less than 18 inches from the ground. And it's properly mounted with my spring hang, my spring connector. Okay? Let's go over here. I got my tandem. My tandem arm is in a full lock position. My tandem pins are present, and they're also in a full lock position. If you have to do the whole trailer, you have two things under here. You have a torque arm and a tension bar. Torque arm, tension bar. See it? Torque arm, tension bar. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. Let's go to the back. You're walking. Right here you have your ABS light. red in color, it serves one function. Okay? You're gonna have to do under your tire back. They want you to do the back axle. You go back here, and you know you're gonna repeat everything else that you did up front. Everything you did up front, you're gonna do right here. Spring hanger, spring mount, spring hanger, leaf springs, U-bolts, properly mounted to my rear axle, brake chamber, properly mounted and secure, not leaking, brake hose, properly mounted and secure, no abrasions, bulges or cuts, I hear or feel no leaks. Slack adjuster and push rod, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. With the brakes released and my wheels chalked, I should be able to pull no more than 1 inch of play. My slack adjuster and push rod is connected by my cleverage pin and my Carter key. You're gonna get your brake drums, properly mounted and secure. You're gonna get your brake pads, properly mounted and secure, and should be no less than 1/4 of an inch. Brake your inner rim, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. No illegal welds. You're gonna get your tires, 2 32 of an inch. Your spacer, no space in between them and no debris. Okay? Your rear tires right here are hub seals, like your steer tires. Hub seals, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, filled to the manufacturer specifications. I can check through the sight glass, or I can pull the rubber bushings out. Lug nuts, all present. No illegal, no rust trails or shiny metal, which will indicate the lug nuts could be loose. Inner rim, not cracked, bent, or broken. Hey! No illegal welds. Valve stem is metal. The cap is metal.
I gotta do mine.
Valve step is metal, and it's capped. Okay. I will check the manufacturer specifications for with my gauge with the PSIs. Okay. We walking, but we almost finished. We almost finished.
You had a code back there.
My DOT bumper, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. All my DOT reflectors are present. My door has no illegal welds, no bulges, which will indicate a load shift. And I will not open my door if I had a load shift. My door opens, closes, latches to the latch. My hinges are all present, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or damaged. My passenger side light indicators, red in color. The weather stripping is not worn, torn, or rotten. They clean and they serve 4 functions. My brake lights, my service lights, my 4-way flashes, my signal lights. Passenger side lights, red in color. They clean, they're not cracked or damaged. The winter stripping is not worn, torn, or rotten. They red in color again. They serve 4 functions. Brake lights, service lights, 4-way. It latches, unlatches. I just did my safe start. Truck is in neutral. Put your foot on your clutch. Start the truck. Let your pressure build up. While your pressures build up, keep these pulled out. Do not touch these buttons yet, okay? So we're gonna go from the window, my window, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or damaged. Clean, no illegal stickers. My windshield, not cracked, bent, or damaged. It's clean, no illegal stickers. And the truck at the DDS, your windshield wiper reservoir is behind your seat. So you tell them my windshield wiper reservoir is properly mounted and secure, it's filled to the manufacturer specifications, and it's not leaking, and if I had to fill it, I would fill it. The windshield wipers, properly mounted and secure, and they work. Okay, now we're gonna go from left to right. My temperature will reach the normal operation range. My oil is at the normal operation range because that's supposed to be immediately when you turn the truck on. My oil is at the normal operation range. My tech meter works by going room, room. I will check my speedometer when we move the truck in the road test. I have a submission amount of gas for my trip. My air pressure will fill to the manufacturer specification, which is 120 to 120 PSIs, 125 PSIs, okay? My voltage meter should be 12 volts or more. Okay? My power divider is present. It works. My steering wheel is 20 inches, and it should be no more than 2 inches of free play. Okay? Should be no more than 20 inches of free play. Okay? If you look up to the top, my emergency kit is present. My fuels are present. My circuit breakers and fuses, spare fuses are present. My 3 DOT reflectors are present. All that's present. Okay.
Extinguisher.
Your fire extinguisher got to be right here. That should have been the first thing I said, but they ain't got one, so I couldn't say it. My fire extinguisher is properly mounted and secure. It's filled to the manufacturer specifications, and it should be a BC10 or higher. Okay? Got that. All right. So now you're going to check your lights. No, before you check your lights, do this. My defoggers working. My heat working. My fan working. Make sure all that shit works. Make sure your vents are working. Then my left turning signal, right turning signal, 4-way flashes, high beams, low beams, city horn, air horn, my interior lights working. Okay? Got all that. So you should be at 100 PSIs now, right?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna go ahead and push these in. Once you push these in, do not touch these until you ask her to. Okay? Now, I'm now gonna do my apply on my brakes. I'm gonna press and hold my brakes for 1 minute, 60 seconds, and I should not lose no more than 4 PSI of pressure. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. She gonna tell you, say we did and we didn't. Okay? I'm now gonna do my turn the ignition back on, and once I do that, I'm going to start my apply. These are pushed in now. Turn that truck off, turn it back on, and I'm going to do my apply. Hold my brake down for 1 minute. Should lose no more than 4 PSIs of pressure. Pump my brakes continuously at 60 PSIs. My warning buzzer light and sound should come on. After I do that, I'm going to check my pop-out valve inspection. I'm going to pump my brakes continuously, non-stop, until both my tractor and trailer valve pop out. And they should pop out between 40 and 20 PSIs. Okay? Once they pop out, you want to tell the examiner, I want to do a safe start. Start the truck. Start the truck. Keep the brakes pulled out. Don't touch the brakes. You ask the examiner, do you mind I check the brakes to make sure they popped out? He or she will say yes. Go like this. Once you do that, then do a safe start. Start the truck. Keep it in neutral, and tell the examiner, while my truck is building air, I would like to go outside and remove my chalk. Go outside, remove the chalk. Once you remove the chalk, get back in, tell the examiner I would like to help my truck build up pressure. So I'm going to press on the accelerator. As soon as the accelerator go up, as soon as you get to 120 to 125 PSI, tell the examiner I would like to start my tug test. You start your tug test. You put the truck in gear, push your brakes in, put the truck in low gear, and just let your feet off the clutch a little bit. You push in, you keep your tractor brake in, and pull out your trailer brake. And you should just tug forward, and your truck should not move. And then you push your yellow in and pull your red out, and tug a little bit, your truck should not move. Okay? Now once you finish the tug test, you tell her I would like to check my brakes. I just like to check my service brakes. I would push both of these in, put the truck in first gear, drive to an idle speed, push on the brakes. The truck should come to a complete stop. It should not move left or right. Moving left or right would indicate brake is unevenly worn or suspension problem. Okay? If they ask you to check the Johnson bar, you do the same thing. Release these brakes, put the truck in the idle speed, put the truck in gear and tug. And when you pull these with the brakes, with this engaged, the truck should not move. Okay, that's the Johnson brake. Once you do that, you put the truck back in neutral, and you have completed your end cab. Okay, you have completed your end cab. Once you complete your end cab, you know you get out, and she's gonna tell you which maneuver where you're gonna need to pull up to start your your maneuvers. Your maneuvers.
This thing in the DDS truck?
Yes. Yep.
They might ask you to do that?